Welcome to part 28 of Persona 4. Although that opening disclaimer said we only got 14 days, and that's true because Kanji will die in August 4th, we're dealing with that right now. Because see, unlike Golden, 4, all the dungeons are a lot easier provided you have the level to deal with them. And also, there is the whole entire thing of being able to backtrack, which I will show off later on because you're going to have to backtrack in order to take on the super bosses. Which is all the more reason why I accidentally skipped the off today book that was supposed to be sold on the 23rd because we already have it. That book, by the way, is another thing for understanding, but here's the thing. We're going to also be frequently visiting Temperance, and not to mention, on the 25th, Tower and Devil will be unlocked. So, on that note, it won't be needed. Well, some of the books will be needed, but not that particular book, because we already have that. Anyway, the investigation team is looking at this fox as it's really strange, but you just got finished dealing with 2 missions with the fox, or 2 quests if you will, and while the healing is going to be expensive while we're in the Midnight Channel, it actually is going to be helpful. Something that should have already been established or already been in the game by the time Yukiko would have been the 3rd victim of being thrown in the Midnight Channel. But no. The game actually opens it up around this time. Still in all, if you have enough money for the fox, you can always try to heal. Or you can just grind as much money as you can and hopefully run into rare creatures, which I'll show off, the next part, because I do believe we do run into them, or if not the next part, then it was part 30 if I'm not mistaken. You're going to just need to save up as much money as you can and heal.
Hey.
So, select Let It Help, because the other 2, you're gonna be forced to let it help anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, we're going to be having the fox here from here on in. And as we do social links, that'll be less money we pay for it. Granted, the social links for the fox is rather annoying. And remember, I also mentioned that there's a level 3, if I'm not mistaken, understanding, level 3 understanding at rank 6. So if you haven't gotten your understanding up, Temperance will be the way to do it. So now that we're here, it's time to open up Kanji's dungeon.
Oh, you found out more about Kanji. A complex. That's it? That's all I have to go on? You're working me to the stuffing. Oh well, then I'll open my nose up real wide and sniff real hard. Oh, I think I found something. It feels like our target. Is this it? Follow me!
FYI, this will be the last dungeon that Teddy will be Navigator.
Is it just me, or does the fog here seem kinda different?
My glasses are fogging up.
Man, it's hot in here. This place is like a...
Come here, pussycat.
Oh, such well-defined pecs.
There's no need to be scared. Now just relax.
Wait a sec, I don't want to go.
Is Kanji-kun really here, Teddy?
The nose knows.
We're really going in here? I can already feel the sweat rolling down my back.
That's because it's so hot?
For the record, that theme is actually one of the most well-recognized themes in the entirety of the game. Primarily used in this dungeon for Shadow Kanji. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is going to be a very hilarious run through that entire dungeon. I mean, yeah, you're going to have to be level 16 in order to go through it, but still. Oh, right, almost forgot. Another social link needs to be opened.
Oh. Excuse me. Do you have any business here? As you can see, my master is currently away. If your errand isn't urgent, I regret to ask that you come back late. No, that won't do. This room is bound tightly to your fate. Nothing here happens without a reason. There must be meaning in our meeting here alone. Welcome to the Velvet Room. I am Margaret. I am the one who rules over power, invited here after my predecessor's sudden disappearance. You may be the first person who has ever been welcomed here by someone other than my master. The Velvet Room is inseparable from the heart of its invited guest. The shape of the room and its residents are selected by my master, based on the number of guests and their destiny. Shall we chat? I feel that is what I'm called to do.
If you are expecting a splash card, don't. You need a level 3 knowledge in order to start this social link first, which I already have. Secondly, this social link will be its own separate video because of the fact that Margaret can be done at one time. However, you're going to have to wait way until the end of the game, if not till we get to heaven, at least, in order for us to actually do this social link, because you need a lot of money. And I do mean a lot of money in order for to complete the fusions that she wants you to complete. But more importantly, there are fusion methods that are needed in order for you to actually get these fusions done. So on that note, you'll have to wait way later in the game in order to actually complete her social link. But you have to complete her social link before you beat the game. And if you don't, well, you're just gonna not only be out of ISIS, if I'm not mistaken, since ISIS is actually the prize for completing her social link, you will also be, if I'm not mistaken, out of a Omniscient Spear, or Omniscient Orb, if I'm not mistaken, and also you will be out of the mandatory battle with her. Not mandatory, I mean optional battle with her that actually takes place in heaven. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we got some backtracking to do. First off, we're going to have to go back to Konishi's liquor. And the reason for that is, there is a quest item there. I mean, as much as Yosuke doesn't want to go back, and that is his dungeon anyway, we're going to have to go inside of Konishi's liquor in order for us to get the Ranmaru Mori. And not to mention Yosuke's weapon that happened to be in here too. And if you talk to the party members, they're all asking you why are you here, considering there's no enemies here. Oh, I accidentally missed that part. I'll come back for that because I'm going to end up forgetting about it. This is where you find the Ranmaru Mori. By the way, that's going to be given to the old guy, or I should say, the guy who wanted to drink in the Sanagawa Plains. That's what it is. And unfortunately, my stupid self had forgot to get Yosuke's weapon. I'm gonna end up getting it. And for the record, you'll have to go to Yukiko's castle in order for to get the rest of the items. However, I did go back and get the skill spanner, which is Yosuke's weapon, which sadly are bigger wrenches. I thought they were actually daggers, but they're actually bigger wrenches. So that's what they are. And now we're going to actually go back, but first, here are all of the items that you need and all the enemies that have them. Make sure you go to Yukiko's castle to find those items. They're all going to be between floors 3 and floor 7. So that's all you need to worry about as far as those items. And I've already showed off where they are when we first came to Yukiko's castle, so they're not going to be hard to find. And I'm showing off the fox, which, by the way, will heal a certain amount of interval of SP, so long as you don't lose all of your SP. If you lose all of your SP, it's going to be ridiculously high. And sometimes you can actually pet the fox, and either it'll be angry, or it'll be happy and give you a soul drop. Or even a snuff soul sometimes. Hell, sometimes it'll even give you a soma. So now we've actually came to floor 8 once again. And why are we here in floor 8? In case you're wondering. We are about to go toe-to-toe with the Contrarian King, which is a optional boss. However, it is a powerful boss that we can take on. That is if you're playing the original. In Golden, not so much. The Contrarian King is weak to ice and electricity, although it doesn't make it flinch and go into the down status. But it resists it resists physicals and it resists Almighty. And it is it nullifies everything else. However, this will throw everybody off that is new. It also drains fire, by the way, I forgot to mention. Every time you see the Contrarian King pull up a red wall, that is something to throw you off, because you saw the Pleasure King and it was weak to fire. You throw ice. Yukiko will only heal or guard. That's your only options. And if Yukiko guards, that will save her from being completely blasted by the Contrarian King, because this thing is infamous for using either Kill Rush or using Rampage, which for some reason hits really, really hard. Yosuke, since Wind is nullified in this whole entire battle, he is going to be on duty for Tsukaja, meaning you're going to be able to dodge some of the Rampage, if not most of it. Sometimes that doesn't work because of the fact that the Contrarian King's speed is ridiculous. And I accidentally fused the one persona that could have actually saved my skin, because Sukunda actually decreases the speed of the Contrarian King, which would make him miss. However, having Rakunda is a good idea as well. And that's the infamous move that he does, Rampage. He practically killed Yosuke in one hit. Thank God I got a lot of revival beads, am I right? But if God forbid we all get killed, I do have a Moon Tsukabame in my possession. However, that's a once per battle thing. So, if I die again, well, I'm royally screwed. Yeah, let's try to get somebody. I don't need Principality. Oh, I don't need Teragaji either. I already have somebody with Rakunda. I'm gonna need to get a better Temperance persona later on. But I had to get a Temperance persona because of the fact that Temperance was just unlocked. So I guess I have no choice then. Screw it. Ares it is. But I also would go on to also switch between healing, and I'll also switch between yeah, don't even worry about throwing a fire attack at him. Let's put this back on Yosuke or somebody. Because Yosuke did have high evasion until he got his butt kicked. So we'll just focus on, well, Chie and I will focus on the ice damage, and Yukiko will focus on the healing, and Yosuke will either heal or just use Tsukaja. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day... Oh wait, now I know why I changed to Sarasvati, because of the fact that she had Invigorate. So we'll just have to spam Bufula until I actually... Ooh! We're almost done here. Oh god! So is Yukiko. But here's the thing. You can actually fuse it to persona like Jack Frost later on. And that's what you want to do before coming here. I mean, in the original persona, Jack Frost would be the best persona to deal with this monstrosity because it can learn Bufula through fusion, basically. And I'm gonna raise myself. And I think I'm gonna have to lower his defenses again. Stop trying to kill Chie! Let's heal, or let's give myself Suka. Who doesn't have it? I'm gonna give it to Yosuke, because we need him still alive. Alright. I mean, it will take a while before Chie learns Bufu. I mean, Bufula, sorry. I think she does when she transforms her persona. Unfortunately, there's not much Yukiko can do except for the heal, and I think that's the best option right now. Honestly, we could have came back when Kanji came into the party, because Kanji actually could have hurt him too. Using lightning attacks would have worked, but also increasing Izanagi would have worked too. But ain't nobody got time for that. And besides, you could actually refuse Izanagi, believe it or not. Yeah, you can resummon Persona and refuse into a stronger version of Izanagi. I'll have to show that off eventually later. It'll take a lot of Persona to do. Let's see. I don't need to use that. What is... Oh, that's for the defense. Okay, let's give that to Yosuke or Chie. Or I'm going to give that to myself, I guess. Well, if I die, then there goes everybody else. But still. Oh, for fuck's sake! Really? I just revived those two. Well, I just revived Yosuke, actually. Alright. I'm gonna let him have that one. But I'm gonna heal Yosuke and Chie in the God, stop killing Yosuke! I know life hates him, but damn! Alright, we're almost done. We just need to heal off everybody. Excuse me one second. Well, sorry about that. There was noise in the background, and everybody was waking up, so I had to stop for a little bit. So, I waited till everybody left. Anyway, I'm gonna have to heal Yosuke, because god damn did he take an ass whooping. And so did Chie. But Jack Frost, I didn't get Black Frost, sorry. But Jack Frost needs to finish this now before it gets any more problematic. And the reason why I said you could not actually use Bufu on Contrarian King is because of the fact that the Contrarian King in Golden, sorry. Because of the fact that the Contrarian King has went there and removed the ice and lightning weakness in Golden because, well, herp-de-derp, Yukiko's castle may be easy, but everything else has to be harder. But to be fair, it does get challenging later on. So on that note, Bufula. And now it's done. With that, we got ourselves a boost of courage, and 1,000 yen to boot. By the way, if your courage was at level 1 or 2, that would have raised it to level 3. And also, actually no, if your courage was at level 2, it would have raised it to level 3. That would have actually raised it to level 1. But whatever the case, ladies and gentlemen, we now have at least enough courage to access the hospital job because we need courage to do that. On that note, we no longer have a need to come to Yukiko's castle. Oh wait, we gotta walk up to the throne to get Yukiko's Susaku feather. Which, for the record, is an upgrade to Yukiko's weapon that she already has. it gave her a 50 SP boost, which is actually pretty cool. The more SP, the better. And oh lord, I'm gonna be out of cash, aren't I? Yep, I sure am. I just did the math and I'm pretty much gonna be broke going to the Fox and healing all of my SP just so we could go and deal with Kanji's dungeon in the next part. Jesus Christ. There's no need for us to go there. Or I could just take a Snuff Soul, one of the two. But we have to talk to Teddy to go to Kanji. So on that note, let's ask for some healing. And oh lord, I'm going to be hurting for cash. I'm down to 61 yen. Or 71 yen. Oh man, I really need to up the social link on that. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys at part 29 when we take on Kanji's dungeon for real. This is RVMan985. See you guys next time as I deal with Hall 1 through Hall 4.